Test, 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 test. Test, test, test. Test, test, test. Hello, Airliners Live. 1 minute to 11 here at YVR. This is Henry Tenby, and this is our Thursday show. I've been away for a few weeks, so nice to be back. And we'll officially be launching our show in 1 minute. Great to see that a number of you are here with us. I'm just doing my last minute setups. It's a gorgeous day here in Vancouver. 174 people in the room right now. Beautiful, beautiful day here at YVR. Absolutely stunning, actually, I must say. And it's just seconds to 11. Our first arrival is actually an Air Canada A320 from Winnipeg. It's the Air Canada 297, setting up right now. And we'll follow this aircraft in, and then I will put my mug on screen. If we have time, it looks like it's going to be fast and furious, but our first arrival is this Air Canada A320. We're on the, it's runway 26 operations, as you can nicely see. Beautiful breeze. I just decided to come here, and I'll explain why once we get into the show. I do have some news to share with everybody, as I learned it just as I was arriving here at the airport. So let's just see. Okay, there we are. I'm just doing some sorry about the last minute adjustments on the tripod. Just make sure my smooth settings are correct for the pans and the vertical and the horizontal. I'll just give this a try. You can see some heat distortion here because it is warm. Scorching hot here, actually. Mid-20s, it'll go up to the low 30s. It'll feel even hotter with the humidity that we've got here at YVR. Not a bad landing for our first attempt. China Sichuan in the background there. Nice and gentle rollout for us too. How is everybody doing? I hope everybody's doing well, and I've had a good couple weeks while I was off. YVR hasn't changed. Well, it has, and I'm actually going to explain that to you as we get into the show. The E320 looks nice. Spoilers up. Very leisurely taxi off the active. And we do have the other aircraft coming in right now, so let's point the camera. It's going to be quick. It's in from Terrace. And inbound from Terrace. There it is, looking good. Look who this is. KF Aeroflyer. Regular Thursday occurrence, certainly for the last several months anyhow. It usually only tech stops here for a short, well, I don't know, some kind of a stop. It goes to the south side and they, I guess, offload passengers or pick up passengers, I'm not sure. But it is a Thursday event. The KF Aeroflyer, owned and operated by Kelowna Flightcraft. It's their in-house charter division. nice actually with the spoilers up. 737-500 short body. Very nice to see. Great way to start our show. Yeah, they're doing some form of charter work. I don't know the nature of it, but at least we know it came in from Terrace. So it's at about an hour's flight from here, something like that. The flight radar says the airtime was exactly an hour and 4 minutes, so my guess was pretty good. Very nice to see. A bit of wind, as you can see, the windsock there is moving very enthusiastically. Oh, sorry about that. We had another arrival, which unfortunately I missed because we were on the KF Aero Flyer. So Max. At least we'll be able to see those spoilers tuck in. Oh, very interesting. We don't have no large aircraft parked out in the weeds here for us today. So again, how's everybody doing? I hope everybody's doing well. Got a bit of a break, so let me put my mug on camera and welcome everybody to the show. Hey everybody, how are you all doing? My name is Henry Tenby. Welcome to the Airliners Live Vancouver show. I've got my Lufthansa 747-8 cap. It's a beautiful day this Thursday morning here in Vancouver. I've been away for a couple weeks, so I do apologize for the absence. Had a good holiday, had a nice rest, and I'm nicely recharged and reinvigorated for being back here for our live shows. So I've come back to the best weather of the year. Between July the 1st and basically Labor Day weekend, this is the prime weather here in Vancouver, much like the UK and other places in North America as well. But certainly here in Vancouver, it's very much the case because we have such water saturation during the other months of the year. But July and August are our wonderful days, so our summer days. We've got the Abbotsford Air Show coming up in early August. I might attend that. We'll have to see if we can organize that and maybe even do a live stream for Airliners Live of the Abbotsford Air Show. So, nope, it's not a promise, but it's just something that we might like to do. So you'll have to stay tuned on that. And there's also a few other air shows in the area. We've also got the Boundary Bay Air Show in mid. I believe it's coming up in a couple weeks, but it's a lesser, it's much smaller affair. So, anyhow, it's very nice to be back. I'm set up here. The reason why I came to the north side, because we're on runway 26, is just because I do have a feeling that this location might be limited in the coming months, certainly in years, as I've discovered on my way out. So I'll tell you about that. We'll just have to see what the future holds. But we can always go to the south side, and the north side is kind of special. So even though it was runway 26, I just wanted to be here for that reason, which I will explain if you wait. I'll talk about it as we proceed with our show. But there are changes afoot geographically in this area. So we'll just have to see how that goes. How have you all been doing? I hope you've all been doing very well. I know that the weather has been blistering hot over in the UK. They had a storm in the Netherlands a couple days ago. I guess maybe that affected all of Europe, and it was quite a bad storm. People were advised to stay home, but I think that's all ancient history now, and you guys are back to nice weather over in Europe. What else can I tell you? I think we're going to have pretty much a standard, interesting show. We'll see what comes our way. During down periods, quiet time, I'll just bring my my phone over so I can look at the YouTube chat, and we can actually do live one-on-one discussion. I quite enjoyed that, and I think you guys did as well. So I'll get behind the camera. I do see some twinkling landing lights coming our way, and let's have a fun time, guys. Okay, I'm back behind the camera. We do have a lander coming our way. So who have we got? Let's see who's all here. Joseph Williamson. Hi, Joseph. Ronald Alexander. We've got Terry Edwards. Hi, Terry. Yorkshire Rose. Tom and Ann. Hi, Tom and Ann. Will P. Brian Morrison. Let's get this arrival. It's a Q400 inbound from Victoria, Westjet, actually. Should appear. There it is. Right there. Q400 inbound from Victoria. As I say, there's the... Oh, we've got Iceland Air sitting in the background, too. It's kind of nice. I'm a bit of... Obviously, I've been away, so I've probably gotten a little bit rusty here. So I'm just taking things casually here with the pans, getting refamiliarized with the manual dexterity component of this job. We've also got a Westjet over here. Right. Oh, there's a Delta taxiing out. It's not a Westjet. Is that? Yeah, that's being towed. And we've got another lander. Actually, it's another Q400. It's in from Kelowna. It's Air Canada Jazz Flight 269. So let's bring the cameras around. Set up nicely. You can see there's a bit of a haze that we've got. Bit of a smoke haze. Beautiful. As I say, there's a very nice gentle breeze going on right now, so I'm really comfortable. And I do have my ice cold water to stay well hydrated. Looks like we've got a little bit of a lull, maybe. Where's this Airbus here? Oh, that's departing. Departing bus. Just check the flight radar. We do have another lander. It's Air Canada's flight 997 from Mexico City. Yeah, I see it. I see the landing lights. That's awesome. Chris Luby gifted 1 Airliners Live membership. Chris, thank you so very much for your generosity. And by the way, those of you that are watching, if you would be so kind, very much appreciate a 1-unit donation. So wherever, what I mean by a 1-unit donation, wherever you live, be it the UK, Canada, France, United States, whatever your home country currency is, dollars, pesos, pesetas, euros, yen, if you could donate even 1 yen, that would be awesome. So any donations that you could muster, €1, $1, 1 pence, but I would prefer a pound, would be very much appreciated. So this is my first kind request. If you guys might be able to make a small donation out of the starting gate, that would be awesome. And then if you do make a €1 or pence donation, I'll ask you not to make any more donations during my future donation requests of the show. So this is our Mexico City MAX arrival. Nice. Nice greaser. Look how slow they're going. Action at YVR, as our regulars know. We've got another lander on approach, so I'm going to move the camera gently around. It looks big, so let's see what it is. It's Air France A350 from Charles de Gaulle Airport, A350-941. 9 hours and 3 minutes in the air, and they're setting up beautifully. So I see some donations coming in. I'm going to thank you guys once this Air France is safely on the ground. But thank you guys for responding to that donation request. I really appreciate it. There we go. Again, this is the Air France 374. It's an A350. It's inbound from Paris Charles de Gaulle Airport. They've been in the air for 9 hours and 3 minutes. Lucky devils. Yeah. Beautiful setup. Beautiful setup. I'm sure Air France will pull this off with nothing but finesse. Beautiful rollout. They're going to take the full length of the runway here. Yeah, right down to the end. Stunning and beautiful. Very elegant. That was an absolutely stunning arrival. Not something I don't think it's a regular thing that we've seen on our Thursday shows, so definitely nice to see it. We'll have to see where they're going to park. got some. Got another aircraft on arrival. Just need to see what it is. It's from Minneapolis. It's Delta Airlines A320. I'll hold the camera on the Air France for now, just because it's a little bit more interesting than a Delta Airbus, I think. Let's figure out where this is going to go, which gate it's going to park at. I wonder if it's going to go into the horseshoe, or it might just park on our side here, the north side. Yep, they're going horseshoe. No worries. Let's get the Delta. We can get the Delta. Back to Air France. It's actually parking this side, so that's kind of nice.
Delta 483, direct to Mike 6, and then taxi this frequency, Mike Tango to you. Okay, Mike 6, Mike Tango with you, onto the gate, Delta 483, thank you.
They're going to park at. I wonder if it's 69. Yeah, Air France, they always seem to take gate 69, their favorite. Wow, that was nice. That was nice, guys. Okay, I'm just going to see what else okay, we've got a Q400 that's on the way out. But first of all, just want to make some very special thanks. Yorkshire Rose, wow, you've made a lifetime of donations, £20. That is very kind of you, Yorkshire Rose. Yorkshire Rose says, pleased to see you back, Henry. Well, I'm very happy to be back, and thank you for that extremely generous donation, Yorkshire. Please don't make any more donations. Certainly this show, you're certainly very well covered. Appreciate that. And Wendy Fife, thank you for your very kind $11.11 donation, Wendy. That is awesome and super kind of you. Wendy says, a joy to spend some time with you today. Well, thank you very much. It's my pleasure to be here with you and everybody else. Thank you, Wendy. Westjet Encore -8. So we have some news since I've been away on the airline scene. Westjet is shutting down their swoop division. They're just going to merge it into the main line. That was a requirement of their pilot negotiations. They were facing a strike action last month, and an agreement was reached between the Westjet pilots and their ownership that the company well, one of the things the company would do to satisfy their demands would be to shut down the low-cost operation, Swoop, and just merge it into Westjet mainline. So that's happening. I believe it's going to be completed by the end of this year. So that's big news with Westjet. Some Air Canada news. Air Canada announced some very nice new routes out of Vancouver, starting, I believe, mostly in the fall. We've got a Vancouver-Singapore service, direct. I think it's probably a handful of times a week. And we also have a Vancouver-Dubai direct starting as well. That's a hell of a long flight. So yeah, Vancouver-Dubai, Vancouver-Singapore, all on Air Canada. So that's awesome. That is really, really cool. Bring the camera over to the Air Canada gates. I just want to have a look at my screen here. Will P gifted 1 Airliners Live membership. Will, thank you very, very much for your donation of that Airliners Live membership. And Chris Luby gifted 1 Airliners Live membership as well. Thank you so very much, Chris. That was awesome. Andrew Baird also. You guys took the 1 unit methodology. Oh, what have we got taking off on the other side? Is that a BizJet corporate iron? Yeah, you guys took the 1 unit and made it more generous. That was very kind of you. Instead of 1 currency unit, you just made it 1 Airliners Live membership, and that is awesome. Thank you so very much for that. Joseph P., welcome to Premium Economy. Nice to have you on board with us. And Doge Man, oh Doge, we have a cryptocurrency fan in the house. Doge Fan asks, are there any 757s coming to Vancouver? Well, yes. We have. We'll show it to you. We've got Iceland Air. It's a summer operator. There you go. This usually the Iceland Air. I'm not sure how many times a week, but it probably 3-4 times a week. Iceland Air operates into Vancouver with this beautiful Boeing direct from Iceland to Vancouver. Then it sits here, and then I guess it departs later. And we also have 757 cargo birds operated by FedEx Canada, and also Cargojet operates 757s as well. So we do have a number. We've got 2 757s that are operating into Vancouver right off the top of my mind. Top of my head, top of my mind. Something like that. We've got an arrival. This is from Toronto. It's a Lynx Air 737. Wow. Just pushed her down onto that runway. Reverse buckets. Nice Reggie. Golf uniform Lima. He landed long too for a small airplane. Yeah, he's a runway hog today. Definitely right down to the end. That's amazing. Andrew Baird, thank you, Andrew, very much for that £5 donation, Andrew. That is very, very kind of you. Happy birthday, Henry. Exactly. While we were away, it was my annual birthday holiday, so it's a tradition that I go away for my birthday. So thank you very much for that £5 for the birthday. I really appreciate it, and thank you so much. That's very kind of you. And Brody, member for 5 months in premium economy. Brody says brilliant work from all you guys. Well, we definitely try our best to deliver really fun aviation content to everybody on Airliners Live. Try to do it as professional as we can, although try to add some humor in there as well. So, but it's all about keeping it respectful and professional. I think that's our modus operandi. Now we've got another arrival. It's from Seattle. It's a Delta Sky Connection. It's an Embraer 175, and it's the SkyWest Delta 3773. It's just about ready to cross the numbers here. There it is. This should be nice. Down nicely. It's about 25 degrees Celsius, gentle wind. We're on runway 26 here at YVR. You're watching Airliners Live. My name is Henry Tenby. I'm a longtime YVR Av geek. Got another lander, so I'm going to bring the camera around just so I'm ready for it. We've got back to back. This is from Chicago. It's United Airlines 1958. It's a 737-800. Wayne Cowquell, thank you for that £2 donation. Choo choo. Very much appreciate that, Wayne. Thank you. This is again United Airlines 737-800. Inbound from Chicago. O'Hare. Nothing but beautiful landings today. It's just the way we like it. Does it say hello Airliners Live? No. Unfortunately not. I was expecting on that sun visor to say watch Airliners Live. Now we've got our Deltas taxing. We've got the Lynx also taxing. And we've got a heavy lander here. So let me just figure out what it's all about here. This heavy lander, and I can see some donations coming in. I'm not oblivious to that, but I'm just going to get to those after we've got this landing. This is from Montreal. It's an A330. It's the Air Canada 303. So let's get our camera in position nicely for this Montreal arrival. Well, I love the way he was riding the nose wheel there high. He was just cruising. He must have burned up a few hundred feet of runway there, at least. You know, he was riding the rear gear, and that nose wheel stayed high. That was awesome. We've got a ship in the background for you maritime enthusiasts. Yeah, welcome to Vancouver from Montreal. That's Air Canada's A330. It's the Air Canada 303. They departed Montreal 4 hours and 41 minutes ago. And welcome to Vancouver. Awesome. Wow. Butter God, thank you for the 79 pence donation, Butter. Very much appreciate it, Butter God. And Joseph, first time here enjoying the stream, says Joseph. And thank you for the $1.99 donation. I really appreciate that, Joseph. That's very, very kind of you. Thank you so very much. And Brody, nice to see you here, Brody. Thank you for the £2. And he says, I have £2 better than one. Thank you so very much. It's very, very kind and generous of you. I'm feeling the love, I'm feeling the generosity, and I really appreciate it. We've got a lander. Looks like a BizJet. I haven't had a chance to glance the eyeballs onto the flight radar to confirm. But yeah, that's BizJet. So we might as well watch it though. Lots of heat distortion there when we do max zoom. American Reggie. Bit of a wind, bit of a breeze going on. There's our Montreal. Oh, we've got a heavy. We have heavy. Looks like Korean. I haven't been able to confirm it on the flight radar, but eyeballs tells me it's Korean. Not necessarily. Very nice wing flex. He's going right to the end. And this guy was the Air Canada. What was that? The Air Canada from Osaka, Air Canada Flight 24. Osaka, that's right, Air Canada has started new Osaka service. Osaka, Japan, from Kix Airport, Osaka. That is another new route that Air Canada has recently launched out of YVR. So Air Canada now serves both Tokyo, Narita, and Kix, which is in Osaka. So you've got two choices if you're heading over to Japan. Thank you, Sue. Sue says happy belated birthday. Much appreciate that. Thank you, Sue. And Haleen Ann. If I got that right, I think it's Haley. Hard to say, but I apologize. Haley Ann, thank you so very much for your upgrade to premium economy, Haley. And Anika Greenwood gifted 1 Airliners Live membership as well. Thank you very much, Anika, for your generous donation. You guys have responded beautifully. That's very, very kind of you. I appreciate that response to my donation request. So those of you that have donated to the show, please do not make any more donations, because I'll make some more requests, but it won't be addressed to those of you that have already made donations. So I do appreciate that. Thank you so very much. King Air looks like a medevac, I think. We'll see if it gets closer to us. We can make a better determination. I'm going with medevac. I'm going to say Carson Air medevac. Look how fast he's going on the rollout, by the way. Looks like a touch and go almost. Yeah, I think this is a medevac. I think that's one of our regular birds here in YVR. And here's our Kicks Dreamliner taxiing to the gate nicely. By the way, the battery's at 61%, so I haven't fallen asleep at the wheel, not yet. Again, I'm really comfortable. I've got a beautiful breeze happening. It's sunny. I've got the umbrella up, so I'm under the umbrella, which is necessary. Do you guys remember that? What was it? Maybe 6 weeks ago, 5 weeks ago, I was having umbrella problems associated with the clamp that I used to attach the umbrella to the tripod. We've resolved it. I mean, it's pretty good so far. I went to the camera shop and they devised an alternate clamp arrangement for me, and it's doing pretty good. I guess, if hurricane would be different, but certainly for the general winds that we have at YVR, this clamp is holding my umbrella in place pretty nicely. So I'm pretty stoked about that. Yeah, we're having some nice action here. It's pretty much standard stuff. Air France arrival during our show is nice. But I do have kind of an announcement to make for everybody watching. Myself and the Airliners Live management in the UK have been discussing our Thursday show. And basically, we want to boost the numbers. We want to boost the number of people watching, because obviously the more people that watch, the better. And to be very honest, the more eyeballs, there's more revenue for us. So that helps us as well. So with that in mind, we just before I went away on my holiday, I did a show right after the Airliners Live Manchester show on a Wednesday, and it was very well received. We had a lot of flow-through traffic, eyeball traffic coming over from the Manchester show over to my show. So we've been discussing this, myself and the Airliners Live team. But first, I'm going to tell you we've got a Westjet 737 inbound from Toronto to 700. So let's get that first, and then I'll bring us back to the conversation at hand. Yeah, so this is the Westjet 707 flight number, not aircraft type. There's probably not many of you watching that are old enough to even know what a 707 is. Nice rollout performed by Westjet. Gracious. What was that? Oh yeah, 320. Yeah. Okay, we've got another lander coming our way. So the lander Let's see what the lander is. Looks like a CR. Yeah, it's a Air Canada CRJ 900. It's coming in from Denver. Air Canada Express Jazz flight 709 inbound from Denver. I guess this Air India is going to push during our show as well. Gary Suha, thank you for that $7.77 donation. He says, "Oi, good to see you back, Henry. Always love your show. Watching from Masset, up in beautiful Masset, up in the Queen Charlotte Islands." Thank you, Gary. Hope all is well up in the Queen Charlottes. Hope you have some sunshine and you're not under summer rains. I hope you've got some decent temperatures too. I hope it's not too cold. So this is our Denver arrival. I can't call it a Denver Stapleton arrival. It's a DIA arrival. Denver, I think they go with DIA these days. Denver International Airport. Yeah, you definitely can't call it Denver Stapleton because it's not that. Nice action for us. Let's see where this big boy's going. It's heading to Hong Kong. The Dreamliner's heading to Hong Kong. It's the Air Canada Flight 7 right there. So yeah, thank you again, Gary. Much appreciate that 777 donation. Very apropos. Matt Smith, you are awesome, Matt. Thank you very much for the £1.99. Matt says, "Welcome back, Henry. Hope you had a great birthday." I really did. I had a very, very relaxing birthday trip. So yeah, I was happy to get my feet up and just decompress for a couple of weeks. It was very much needed. Yeah, Ollie says, Boeing 707 was brought into service by Pan Am, who are massive. That's right. For those of you that don't know, Pan Am was like the Google of today, or Apple. They were the most. If you wanted to have a technology job in the latest industry that was worldwide, Pan Am was the company. They were in every, well, not every country. They were in a lot of countries. They flew around the world. They've been flying around the world. I think they started in the late 40s, early 50s with strata cruisers by the South Pacific. So yeah, Pan Am was a mega famous world brand of the 1950s and then the 1960s when the 707 went into service in 58, 59. Yeah, they were as big as Apple, Google, and Amazon combined, I would say. Nobody didn't know Pan Am. Looks like a 757, doesn't it? But it's not. It's an A321. Okay, we can pan this guy out. He's rolling long. So I was telling you, we did a bonus show just before I departed for the 2-week break. And it was on a Wednesday. It was right after the Airliners Live Manchester show. And we had a terrific amount of people come over to my show from their show. So logistically, it's making sense for us to move the Vancouver show to from Thursday, this present time, to Wednesday. And it'll be right after the Manchester show. So that's our plan. anyhow. We'll start that. We'll implement that change in August. So that is our thought process at this moment in time. We're going to move this show, from Thursday to Wednesday. So anyhow, we have Air Canada Flight 64 inbound from Seoul, setting up on approach. It's Air Canada 64 from Seoul. It's a Dreamliner. And there it is. Right there. Yeah, there's still a number of 707s flying with militaries. I didn't know about a commercial one. There may be a commercial one. But the Iranian Air Force and the Israeli Air Force and the U.S. Air Force still have 707s in military service. Thank you, Martin Zuber. Martin Zuber says, hello, Vancouver. Millie says, I love the Dreamliner. Andrew Baird says, Wednesday's going to be my favorite day. Yeah, it'll be a nice day of the week. So I hope you guys are okay with it. I mean, everything is fluid with this, right? We throw things against the wall, see what sticks, and we can always fine-tune and readjust. That's the beauty of all this. So, but that's the plan. That's the plan. I just wanted to share that with you all. And we'll give that a try. We'll just give that a try. You never know, right? We'll just, with the internet and streaming and YouTube and people's schedules, everything's in flux. So right now it just looks like that I would get a better viewership on my show if it follows the Manchester show. So we're going to give it a try. We have nothing to lose by trying, right? By the way, my battery's at 50%. So when I started the show today, I mentioned that there's changes afoot here at YVR. I don't know if any of you guys can actually hear those changes afoot, but I wonder if my audio is picking it up. But there's heavy equipment behind me working feverishly. I'll show you that and bring you guys up to speed here, just so that everybody's in the loop and we're all on the same page. Look at that. Here's links. No, it's Air North. .757 without winglets. That's what that beast is. Okay. Here's our Dreamliner making its way nicely to the gate. See where this goes. park at gate. What gate is that? 67, yeah. It's going to 67. That is what it's doing. Kevin D. Hello, Kevin. Hope you're doing well, Kevin. Kevin has been a member of Executive Club for a whopping 21 months. Kevin, congratulations. Thank you so very much for your amazing, amazing support to the channel. Every one of us here at Airliners Live truly appreciates everything you do for the channel. It's really very, very kind of you. We've got an aircraft rolling, Kevin, in your honor. I think it's a heavy. This is for you, Kevin. This is dedicated to Kevin D. Beautiful Dreamliner takeoff. So for those of you that may be new to our show and don't know, Kevin's been a very, very, very significant donator. Just to be very blunt and truthful, he's donated a lot to the show, to the channel, and he's been extremely generous on all of the shows, both my show and the shows out of the UK. So Kevin has been a really, really, really big help and a very generous person. So thank you so much, Kevin. I'll just read Kevin's comment. He says, "Good evening, Henry and the mods and everybody watching live. Great to see you back streaming again. I can't wait for the Wednesday link up after the Manchester stream in August. Keep up the great work." Well, my pleasure, Kevin. I'm looking forward to it as well, and I'm very happy to be back. And Belgius gifted 1 Airliners Live membership. Thank you, Belgius. And Millie Morley says 777 due out at 6 a.m. Maybe you're thinking the Air India? Is that what you guys are chatting about? So... Benjamin Sumner's watching from Saskatoon. Wow, welcome to the show, Benjamin. Hope all is well in Saskatoon. Hope you're having a nice summer day. As you can see, it's pretty decent here in Vancouver. We're about 25 degrees Celsius, but it feels a lot warmer than that with the humidity. It's a typical summer day here in Vancouver. I'm just grateful for the wind that we have. We've got a gentle breeze, which makes things nice. Let's see what's happening over at the other gate. There's Air France being nicely ground serviced. Let's check the flight radar to see what's coming our way. We've got a Q400 setting up on approach. Millie Morley says it's raining in Manchester. I didn't realize. Okay, so you guys have rain. So I guess maybe it's left over from that storm that was in Amsterdam the other day. Matt Healy says, Henry, there was a 777 at Manchester that went tech. Blocked the A380 from getting to the gate. Okay, so that's what you guys are talking about. Triples out to 6 a.m. Got it. Thanks for the heads up on that. Appreciate it. We've got another lander. It looks like a BizJet, but we'll check it out here. Sorry about that. Sorry about the rapid turn here. No, it's not a. It's a another King Air, in one form or another. Could be Pacific Coastal Beach 1900 as well, which is what I think it is. freighter, though. I think it's Pacific Coastal. Hybrid. It is a Pacific Coastal machine. Oddball scheme. So yeah, I was saying that we're on runway 26. Generally, if we're on runway 26, I go to the south side. But today I decided to come to this side because I said changes are... Ooh, look who's pushing back for us. Beautiful. Air India's pushing back. Let's bring them on the radios. It'll be nice to hear what they have to say. I always like listening to their radio chat. Martin Zuber, thank you for the Swiss francs 5 SFR donation. Thank you very much. Hope all is well in Switzerland. Thank you for watching our show, Martin. Crushing Vanessa says it's 25 degrees Celsius here in Winnipeg. Light wind and sunny. Yeah, it's a nice day in Winnipeg. Nice summer's day in Winnipeg. Awesome. And Aiden Witness says it's great to see Vancouver again, watching from Stockport. So we're just going to wait for Air India. Taxi. There goes the engines on the 7.5.
Push up for 82 ground, push back, go to special.
We've got a lander though. From Chicago. It's an American Airlines 737-800. I'm turning the radio off. Too loud. Yeah, so this is American Airlines flight 1717 inbound from Chicago. It's a 737-800. Back to Air India, guys. Okay. Let's see, is there anything else on? Oh, you got another lander, small airplane. It's a Q400. Maybe, what shall I do? What shall I do? Yeah, we'll get the Q400 here quickly. Just quickly, right there. back to Air India. See if there's any radio chatter on Air India. There goes the Air India. Ooh, look at this. Westjet departure, south side. Beautiful. New colors. Ah, at least we got it. Here's Air India. I do apologize. I saw somebody commenting that I missed their comment. It is impossible, unfortunately, for me to keep my eyes on the chat, on the camera, on my battery, on the radio. I'm just here by myself, so I don't have anyone helping me with all the other various components that go into bringing you this live stream. So all I can do is glance at the chat on my phone when I can, and try to join as my workload here on the field allows. So if I missed a question or I missed a comment, I do apologize. But what I will say, which I've said many, many times, if you have a question, if you have a comment, cut and paste it into the comment section underneath the video screen right now. It will be a permanent comment on this video, and I will check those comments and respond to them after the show when I get home later today. So you can leave me a comment or a question by leaving it into the comments section of the video. So I'll be happy to answer questions and comments in that fashion anytime. So we do have a lander. Yeah, Donato asks, is Iceland Air direct to Vancouver? I believe it is. I don't believe they're stopping at all. And we have another comment that JAL is 2 minutes out. So yes, I see JAL. I see them setting up on approach. I do have visual with them.
Vancouver Tower, clear to land, runway 26 right.
There you go. You heard it from the big man. They're landing. Japan Airlines is cleared to land. You heard that loud and clear, actually. Japan Airlines on approach. This is Japan Airlines Flight 18 from Narita. It's a 767-300ER. They departed Tokyo. Yeah, Narita, Tokyo, 9 hours and 9 minutes ago. So they're about to land right here. Air India 186 Heavy, contact ground 1217. 1217 Air India 186. 28 ground, taxi via Hotel Central Juliet. Hotel Central Juliet, United 1520. Ground Air India 186 Heavy, 2030. India
Delta, Delta 7. Okay, Hotel, Delta, Delta 7.
Beautiful landing by Japan Airlines. Wow. Got another lander here, guys. Air Canada from Halifax. This Air Canada Halifax direct service is new as well. 6 hours in the air. Can you believe that? 6 hours and 6 minutes flying time from Halifax to Vancouver. It's transatlantic. Transatlantic airtime for sure.
176 Whiskey Charlie, Vancouver Tower, number 2, following a marker. Clear to land, runway 26.
That's nice. Very nice. We got Porter landing.
As you turn there, you're going to see that be off your right. Caution, jump last, give way, taxi Delta, Delta 7. Stay behind area India, we'll go Delta, Delta 7, Westjet, 166. Porter 305, taxi, Victor, hold short, hotel, contact ground, 217.
Victor, hold short, hotel, say again.
Porter 305, contact ground, 1217, on Victor.
417 on Victor, Porter 305, thanks.
There we go, nicely at the gate. Nicely at the gate, or hello, Matthew Atkinson. Matthew says, hi Henry, just a quick hello to you. Love your Thursday show. And Jetflix, keep up the good work. Thank you very much, Matthew. Appreciate your call out there for my Jetflix service as well. I appreciate that.
One second.
BizJet landed. Okay, we got another lander.
733 ground runway 26 left, altimeter 908 and 9 taxi.
It's an Air Canada Max from Toronto. Thank you, Steve, for that.
6 Whiskey Charlie, just to confirm, is right across Mike onto Victor, short hotel.
Batteries at 25%.
Onto Victor, hold short hotel, 6 Whiskey Charlie. You got it.
I think Air India's on the roll on the south side. I can hear their engines. No, it's a A320.
176 Whiskey Charlie, contact C hotel, hold short runway 26 left. Hotel, hold short 186, mother, tower 187.
The Air India is not yet turned on to the active. The night bot reminds everybody to check out the Airliners Live merch. They're having the Amsterdam. They're having the Manchester Aviation Fair on July the 22nd, 10 a.m. If I was in the UK, I'd be attending myself. So you guys are so lucky to have that show twice a year. So lucky. We've got another lander. It's a heavy airplane. No, it's not. It's actually Flair from Toronto. It's a 737 MAX. And it's a Flair 605. I'm going to bring the camera around.
2607.
Oh, the battery's collapsing, guys. So if the battery collapses, I'm going to be back in seconds. We're going to do a battery change. So I've got 0 on the battery. It went from 18 down to 0. So once this guy rolls out, or if it collapses earlier, I'll just do that battery change. So don't go away, anybody. Do not go away. Don't go away. Okay, let's get this battery change done right now. So here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'll be back in a second. Okay, we're back. We are back. Had to just do that. Sorry about that. It's kind of snuck up on me. And Air India is about to roll as well, so let's get the camera in position for Air India. They're rolling. Yeah, Air India's rolling. Oh, you can hear the engines now. You can hear that awesome spool up. Now Air India's officially rolling. Thank you, Susie B, Miley, Matt Healy, Susie. Yeah, Susie B. Quick as I could there on that change. But yeah, let's get Air India here. Just want to make sure that I'm ready for them.
6 Whiskey Charlie, caution, jump off, cross 18267, taxi hotel Alpha, Haven. Cross, left hotel Alpha, Haven.
Nice. Nice, nice, nice. So there's our flare. They're taking a backdoor entrance to the terminal. It's a taxiway we don't often see used, basically. So we've got a lander. Short finals from Los Angeles. It's Air Canada Max, Air Canada 553. There it is. Get the zoom to work properly. There we go. Baby steps. Got another lander from International Airport Houston. United Airlines flight 1265. Okay, no, we've still got another lander here. I wanted to show you what's going on here geographically, but I can't because we've got Philippine Airlines setting up on approach right now. Philippine Airlines flight 5116 is a 777, and it's setting up on approach right now. It's been a very good morning, I have to say. Again, we've got Philippine Airlines inbound from Manila to 777-300ER. They departed Manila 12 hours and 4 minutes ago. Well, that's a long flight. That is a very long flight.
Papa Charlie India, cross runway 26 left and taxi echo to the apron. Cross 26 left, echo to the apron. Sorry, Papa Charlie India.
Let's move the camera over to Philippine Airlines. There it is.
11 trainer, roger. Affirmative.
Well, that's what I call an uneventful landing. I'm not even sure if he used the spoilers. If he did, it was very, very briefly. Because he had the spoilers, I think they popped up on touchdown, as they automatically do, but they were stowed very, very rapidly. Most airliners have their spoilers still up when they're on this very section of runway here on the far taxiways. So yeah, he definitely got cleaned up pretty quick. Inbound from Manila, Philippine Airlines, 777-300.
Mike, Juliet, Bravo. Mike, Juliet, Bravo, Philippine, 5116.
Yeah, we've got another heavy on approach, so it's day of the heavies. Air Canada 805 from Dublin is coming in next. It's a 787 Dreamliner from Dublin. this Air Canada Dreamliner.
Juliet Alpha Juliet Charlie Mustang 3780 to 265.
It's been busy. It's been really nice and busy for us, I must say. Very nice and busy. Awesome. Beautiful stuff. Where's our Philippine Airlines?
Gate for Philippine 5116, gate 62. Gate 62 for the big 5116, thank you.
Gate 62.
03 runner left base, 26 rate. 803 Vancouver Tower, clear to land, runway 26 right. 26 right, Jazz 83.
Jazz. Jazz is cleared to land right here in front of us.
Air Canada 805 for gate 50.
805 for me, taxi Mike, Juliet, Juliet Bravo.
Mike, Juliet, Juliet Bravo. Air Canada 805.
Nice Reggie. Lucky 7. Very nice Reggie, I must say. Yeah, Wes Westbrook said the night bought like Swiss Air. It's artificial intelligence.
Ground, got a couple aircraft inbound, I'll call you back.
Okay, standing by Air Canada 181.
Okay, back to the Dublin. Going to the Horseshoe. Just gonna grab some water. My throat's getting a little bit dry. It's time to get some water. Oh, that's good. Nice and cold. Okay. Oh, I feel good. Oh, we've got a Q400 on approach.
3780 ground taxi, Juliet Hotel Delta Delta 7. Juliet Hotel Delta Delta 7, Skyway 3780.
So, Thank you, Phil Sellers, who told me about this Q400. Loopy says hydrate. Yeah, I do have supplements in my water. So, great product called Elements, which you can get here in Canada. Great, it's got various salts and whatnot in it. It's various stuff to keep you well hydrated. So, and it tastes good. I did the lemon flavor of Elements in my water, and I really quite like it.
Thank you for going with Westjet 74, 87, push answer. 1774 Vancouver ground, push your discretion. Discretion, Westjet 74. 184 ground, push your discretion on 49, you have company heavy display at 52, push your discretion, discretion, company 1
Okay, let me see if I can show you guys kind of what's happening here. How do I bring the camera around? Bear with me here. I've got a little bit of a breather so I can give you guys kind of a tour of what's happening. So if we turn, I haven't done this before, but if I turn the camera around, they are building a new road. Here they've got road base going in, and they've got earth moving equipment that have just been going gangbusters here. They're building a new road which is further displaced from the runway. There you can see they've got a whole construction crew out here. And this road, obviously it's going to be a new road. Let me just show you what we're up against. Here's the old road. Where that car's driving, that's the road that I drive on to get to and from this location. It's been here probably since the 30s. And now, what's different just in the time that I was away on holidays? There were 2 homes sitting right here. They're gone. So basically, things are happening fast. There was a home sitting, I believe, right there, and there was a home sitting right here. Those 2 homes are gone. There was also a home across the street. That home's gone. 3 homes are gone. These were active farms with horses, and they had, as I say, there was a barn. That'll obviously come down. They're tearing all this stuff apart. So we've got equipment that have destroyed 3 homes in the last 2 weeks. This road, which I use, this is an old road, as I say, which I drive along to get here, where that, there you go, where that truck is driving on, that's an old road. That's the road I was driving, back and forth. So, from that road, we have various roads that I can access this location. And you can't see it, but my car is parked basically behind these trees just off the road. But they're building a new road. They're building this road. They're tearing down the few remaining homes that are here. And I have a fear that they will, I hope I'm wrong, I haven't seen any plans on this. It's just what I know about how airports operate. I suspect that this open space, I'm standing on a hill here, I'm suspecting they're going to move the fence line from there. They can move the fence line 500 meters. Well, 300 meters right there to the edge of that road, where that, you can see they've got blue fence right there. They can just move the fence line back. And if they do that, obviously this spot is gone forever. Because it won't be possible to have this vantage. I'm standing on a hill right here. I'm standing on, it's just like, see that hill right there? There's a mound right there. I'm standing on a hill just like that. That's what I'm standing on. So if you're 500 meters back by the new road, looking over a 8-foot fence or 12-foot fence, just forget it. Just forget it. So the benefit of this location is that I'm standing on this hill. I'm well above the security fence. So we have a nice view of the beautiful view of the runway. And when I came back from my holiday and I saw that the 3 homes that were here before I went away aren't here anymore, and I saw that they're working feverishly with equipment to destroy this last resemblance of the homes. They're the entire time I've been here, the earth moving equipment is working on the new road. So I think they're working as fast as they can. And the hills that we as plane spotters have here, like I'm on one hill. See, I'll just zoom back. I'm standing on one hill. Here's another hill. Right, that's another vantage location. You could set up a tripod there and, watch, the airplanes as well. But I just hope that my fear is not realized in the future. But I just have a very sneaking suspicion. I mean, I've been around this airport for a long time, 50 years plus. And I do know that, generally speaking, when they make changes that involve construction, roads, if the word road is involved with airport construction, it is synonymous with lack of access for spotters and enthusiasts. I just hope and pray that I am wrong, but that is the reason why I decided to come here today, even though we're on runway 26, even though I'm looking into the sun, and I generally go to the south side when we are on runway 26. Given the change in what's happening here in the geography and the rapid pace at which it's happening, I felt that we may have to maximize this location no matter what, because the south side will always be available. But if this is on borrowed time, then I think we should maximize it. I think. That is my view, because things can happen, as we've seen, in 2 weeks. A lot happened. A lot happened. People that were living here running farms are gone. Their buildings are gone, no less. So this is my thought process on what's going on with the lay of the land. By the way, this is Helijet's Medevac Learjet. But I wanted all of you guys to be well in on the loop as to what's going on here. Because if they close this location, then we'll have really just one location to run our shows, and that's south side. And as we all know, on runway 08 operations, it's not very good. So, kind of out of our control. But at least we're not keeping any secrets from anybody. We're just being very transparent as to what the situation is here and how quick the situation is changing. So there you have it. Those are the facts that what we're dealing with. Yeah, Sean, I sure hope I am wrong. I sure hope I'm wrong, but it's just, again, I've been at this airport spotting forever, and this is a great spot that we have here, and I just want to maximize it and see how long it all can last for. No, my car is actually on a there's a small parking lot, Loopy. Very small patch. There's a small patch of gravel on off the road where you can park the car. There's room for about, I don't know, half a dozen cars, and I'm the only car parked there right now. So my car's good and it's safe, so no problem with that.
Jet 413, give way to the max of Juliet.
Delta taxing out. A320, we saw it land earlier. Pretty quick turnaround on it.
Jet 413 ground, continue cross to runway 26 left, Alpha to the apron.
See where this Delta's going. It's heading to Minneapolis, of all the places. It's the Delta Airlines Flight 483. Yeah. Speaking of Minneapolis and Delta, we've got another Delta Airlines Flight 2949. It's a E319. That'll be arriving here in a few minutes as well. So this is the busy cruise season traffic that we've got here from the States. So Andy says been working a bit tonight, but enjoying the show. Okay, that's good, Andy. Welcome. Welcome out of the Lurkers Lounge. When you guys kept talking about lurking in the past, I was in the Lurkers Lounge. I thought that was the lavatory you guys were referring to. I thought that was some British nomenclature for lavatory or latrine. The Lurkers Lounge. Pardon my ignorance as a Canadian. Let's get some water in me. Okay, that's good. Well, let's do something fun. Let's do something fun. Let's put my mug on camera. And, no, we've got this Delta coming in. And, once this Delta's down, then we can do a live chat with everybody. So let's just do this Delta first. There's arrival from Minneapolis. Minneapolis. It's a bit of a ways out. There it is. This is none other than I told you about it earlier, it's the Minneapolis arrival. Delta Airlines 2994, it's an A319. Okay. Let's go back to that, what I said we were going to do. We're going to put myself on screen, and we'll try to have a chat. Give me a second here, guys. Okay. Well, okay, I'll just actually put my cap the other way around here. Give me 1 second so I can... There we go. It's easier on the sun here for me. So I've got the phone in front of me so I can see your chat. It's a little bit quiet, so this is an opportunity for us to talk one-on-one. Now is a time, if you have questions, I can answer them because we've got a little bit of downtime. So if you have a question, by all means, let's see what anybody has to say. Phil Sellers says we've got the Korean is 8 minutes out. Thanks for that, Phil. And Karen says, now I can hear the construction going on in the background. It's not bothering me. Good. Yeah, it's just the click, 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 clack, clack. You know, that you can hear it, the tractor. Yeah, they're working in the background. So hello, Matt Smith. And what else can we say? Gibran Alejandro is joining us from Puerto Rico. I'm glad you enjoy the view of our airport here in Vancouver, Alejandro. It's awesome. Thank you for joining our show as well. Appreciate that. Sean Taylor says, well, if possible, ask if I can continue because you've been streaming here for a long time. Yeah, you know what? I had the same kind of thought, to ask. But I don't know. It's a big airport, and I don't know. I guess maybe Airliners Live, and if the request was coming from the UK as opposed to me, it would be received on probably a higher level of consideration than if I asked as a Canadian. So we'll have to see what happens, if we get to that point. But you can see this is a mound that I'm standing on, and they've poured this dirt here for just I guess in the future. If they were going to do construction, they just kind of pre-loaded this dirt here so that it could take heavy weight of industrial buildings in the future. So they pre-loaded it, and they've done several plots of this pre-loading, and that's why we're above grade here. So it's perfect for plane spotting. So we'll just have to see. But that new road and the demolition of the 3 homes here. Yeah, I just kind of think that what they're going to do is close this old road that's all crumbling and just move all the traffic over to the new road and just pop up a new fence. So just have to see what the future holds for us on this side. So hello, Terry Edwards and Wooly Donald. Hello from Scotland, Aberdeen. Yeah, you never know. You just might be surprised. Yeah, you're right. There's absolutely no harm. There's no harm in asking, that's for sure. So, a new terminal building, yeah, okay. If you look at the long-range plans, they do have this whole row here is a new terminal. It's in the long-term plans. So, like, they've got a row, the fingers over there. This is all a terminal building with gates and ramp. So that's probably what they preloaded it for. Now that you mention it, and it's been on those plans for 30 years, but I don't think YVR is at such capacity where they need to. Well, who knows? Maybe they just want to get the land cleared, so it's sitting empty. It can sit empty for 20 years. I mean, look at Heathrow. So, They just need to have the land. They need to let it sit empty until the traffic builds to the point where it justifies use. So that's a great question, Loopy. Thank you for asking. But you are absolutely bang on correct. YVR does have big terminal right here on this side in the plans. But yes, much better above the fence line, right? I mean, you can't for what we do at Airliners Live with the video and the camera and the tripod, you can't be below fence line. Just wouldn't work. I mean, in theory, I guess I could film from that fence, but how would I get it above the fence line? I could do it. I mean, we would just be twice as far back from the runway. It's about the exact same distance that we are now, then again, right? So whatever our distance is from the runway now, double it. So we could do it. We could do it if, I guess, I had a flatbed truck that was high enough, and I could, maybe it's possible, but filming above these mounds, I do know from the road, when you're watching airplanes landing, the airplanes disappear behind these mounds. So it's not a full-on view. There's no way that we're going to be high enough to have a view above these preloaded mounds. So yeah, flying peacocks. That's a good idea. I mean, I've always thought that the local aviation enthusiasts should crowdfund or approach YVR to have a permanent viewing facility built on one of these mounds with access for us. I guess if they close the area, we could do that. We could do that. And okay, we've got a heavy landing. Got a heavy. It's Korean Airlines that you guys talked about. So here it is. This is our Korean Airlines. Setting up quite nicely.
Canada 105 Levy 1, ILS 26 right March. Canada 105 Levy Vancouver Tower, clear line, runway 26 right. Line 26 right, Canada 105.
We have a lady pilot with Korean Airlines. It's unusual, I think. Not unusual with any other airline, but I've never heard a female flight deck member on Korean. It's nice to hear. Okay, we've got an Air Canada Heavy, and Korean's not gonna stow their spoilers in time for us to pull away, unfortunately. Korean. Let's see where it's going to park. Battery's at 41%.
Roger, 176 Whiskey Charlie ground, taxi Alpha Pacific.
Let's see where the Air Canada's going. Yeah, they're going into the Horseshoe. Taxiing into the Horseshoe, they just made the turn. And Korean, I guess, is going to park right here in front of us. Looks good though, doesn't it? Looks very nice. Gate 68. Flexi-Cola. Yeah, I like that. Lee Bracewell's asked a very interesting question. He says, Henry, completely off topic, where do you stand on black pudding? So, now I love puddings. I'm a sweet pudding man. So I like my flans and my creme caramels and my chocolate puddings and my vanilla puddings, but especially my French puddings. So again, the flans and creme caramels are very high on the list. Now, black pudding is a British creation, and correct me if I'm wrong, it is not a sweet dish. Is that correct? Is it? It's a savory dish. So I may have only had it once in my life, and I have to say, in all honesty, I'm more of a sweet pudding man, but I'm certainly willing to try the black pudding again to make a fresh opinion on it. Is that what it is? Maybe you can enlighten me as to what the black pudding truly is, so I can reconcile with my memory as to whether I've actually had it. Pig's blood. Okay, in what? Is it, okay, with fry up. It's not a sweet thing. It's with, okay, it's a fry up, so you would put it in, like, what? I mean, you just boil it up with, is it a soup? Sorry guys, I'm just following this Q400 in. Then we can get back to our pig's blood pudding. I can Oh, got another lander. We have another lander, but I want to figure this pig's blood pudding out. It's basically chunks of fat mixed with oats and pig's blood, wrapped up in a sausage-shaped skin. So if you have it with hot mustard, which I love, by the way, I'm very much a Coleman's hot mustard person, I'd really have to taste it with the various accoutrements that are typically used with, when you eat it. So I don't know. I've not had it. I would have to try it and see what I think. But it's a great question. Thank you so much. It was a good question. Yeah, I liked it. I'll have to see if it's even available in the stores here. It might not be. It might be something only that one can get in the UK. Our next lander is an Air Canada Max from Calgary. It's the flight 211. Lee Bracewell says, next time I'm over here, I can try it. It is savory. Okay, good. Klondike Nugget says, no mustard with a fry-up. Okay, let's get this. I had a good breakfast before I came out, so I'm actually not that hungry, which is great. I'm not famished at all. Nice landing by the Air Canada Max. Buckets ahoy. There is one thing I won't eat, though, and that is box jellyfish sashimi, nor pufferfish sashimi. I'm not prepared to take that kind of risk. Can you imagine that? You're going to eat a food that if the chef makes one little mistake, the stuff's poison. No thanks, not my cup of tea at all. So we have another lander right before us from Gatwick, British Airways. Let's get the cameras on. Beautiful. This is the British Airways 2279. It's a 777-200. It departed Gatwick 8 hours and 58 minutes ago. Now landing here at YVR on the Airliners Live show. So as we know, British Airways has 2 daily flights into Vancouver now.
Good day, let's 111 with you, ILS 263. Bishop 111, reduce the final approach speed, barely 3 miles in trail, it's 319 ahead, with a 60-knot overtake. Okay, number 2, clear to land runway 263. Okay, final approach speed, clear to land 263, watch your 111.
Last year, British Airways...
998, gate 66, we are fully ready, request to push back in there.
British Airways had the A380 coming to Vancouver last summer. So what they've done this year is they've split the A380 load into 2 flights. Basically, you've got your Heathrow service and you've got your Gatwick service, and they arrive at different times of the day. This is obviously the Gatwick flight, which arrives now. Which is, what time is it? It's about 1:15, and then the Heathrow flight arrives a few hours later. Or no, it arrives around dinner time, so several hours later. So that's what the British Airways has done with their summer schedule out of Vancouver, between Vancouver and the UK. I don't think it's a bad decision. And we've got another lander right here. It's the American Airlines we just heard on the radio. And there's our towing Iceland Air to the gate now. Yeah, nice airplanes for us to see, and we've got another lander. This is a Westjet from Calgary, so good action. I think we've had pretty good action overall today. Definitely can't complain. Well, we can complain, but it won't do anything. Airways, they're waiting for I guess they're waiting, yeah, they're waiting to taxi into the Horseshoe, I think. Let's bring on the radio. Good action, by the way. Look at that. Nice busyness.
One at the gate, not above idle, we don't. At your discretion and advise ready to go.
We've got a Q400 landing. Look who's pushing back. China, Air China. Let's get this Victoria arrival quickly.
Romeo, Whiskey 5, full short of Juliet. Hold short of Juliet. Air Heavy, gate Delta 69, ready to push. Air France 379, heavy push back with discretion. Back at on discretion now, pump 379. Air Canada 063.
Air France just called for pushback as well. You can see they're securing the aircraft. And we've got Air China disconnecting right here. Great action. Audrey Brigden says there's a fabulous black country dish called grey peas, pronounced pays, and bacon. And Karen Monson said I watched last summer when the A380 came, and it was an evening stream. Exactly. We had the A380 on our stream last summer during our bonus shows, nighttime bonus shows. I'll definitely be doing some bonus shows now that I'm back in place for the summer. Paula Dane says trying to move home to Vancouver, should be on that flight soon. There we go. Air Canada taxiing out. Heading to Incheon Airport. It's busy. Real busy. Look how busy this is, guys. Wow. Air France now pushing. Super busy just for us. And look at this, so busy. All heavies. Just so many heavies everywhere. 1, 2, 3. I've got 5 heavies right in front of me.
It's runway 26 left, altimeter 2988. Taxi Juliet Alpha, Juliet hold short Lima. Runway 26 left, altimeter 2988. Juliet Alpha, Juliet hold short Alpha Lima, 2988. Glacier 585, contact ground 1217. 217, Glacier 585. We just want to confirm that we're the Q400 is ahead of us. No, I told you he's waiting for you. Okay, Roger, we'll text you through. Thanks. 154, that's approved now.
Okay, so now Air China will taxi. Incredibly, so not. Look at this. It's like Heathrow Airport here. So many international aircraft on the move. It's just phenomenal. It's really cool. China Airlines, I'm sure I'm just going to check my flight radar. Yeah, it's going to Shenyang. Different location. It used to be Zhengzhou. Now it's Shenyang. That's amazing. They've switched the destination.
Roger, it just looked like you had stopped. I was wondering, you're still moving, confirm? I was just going as if you wait through the ASO. Okay, I checked, thank you. Air Canada 308 heavy ground. 3057, ground number 26 left, altimeter 2988.
Wow, it's amazing. And now we've got a Q400 landing very quickly. Let's wait for Air France to taxi. Wow. Mega busy.
Altimeter 2988, taxi Juliet Alpha, Juliet, hold short of Juliet Bravo. Taxi via Juliet Alpha, Juliet, and hold short Juliet Bravo, Air France 379er. Jazz 465 ground.
There you go.
Mike Victor, hold short of hotel.
He's going to start taxiing.
Mike Victor, hold short hotel, 217 holding short, Jazz 465.
Ground Air Canada 344, gate 46, request no push and start. Air Canada 344 ground, just hold the push, I'll call you back. We'll hold Air Canada 344. Ground Air Canada 3088, it's 47, ready for push and start.
There we go. Air France is moving. Battery's at 22%, so I'm watching it very closely. Off to Paris, Charles de Gaulle Airport. We saw it arrive. Bordeaux.
So are you planning a crossblade? Do you need to go into Juliet to do that? No, negative. Not a crossblade, just a normal. Thanks. 102, ready to taxi. 102, ground runway 26 left, altimeter 2988. Give way to the Q400 off your left and go to Lima for gate 34.
So the battery's at 20%.
Taxi code.
Once we're done with this Air France, I'm going to do the battery change. That's the plan.
American 1717, ground push your discretion. France 379 on Juliet, now hold short of Lima. On Juliet, now hold short of Lima, Alphonse 379er. France 379, contact ground 1217.
Let's do the battery change. I don't want to have a catastrophic collapse, so we might as well do it now, just because we can. So I'll just move everything, get ready to do it. So let's do the battery change. Oh, hang on. We've got to take off. So Air Canada's taking off. Say 787 on its way to Incheon Airport. We're still 19%. I might be able to squeeze that in, so let's just do that. And then we can do the battery change. So, well, Louise is watching from Denmark. Glad you enjoyed the brief glimpse of the Icelandair 757. Okay. It was just all that we had landing here was this CRJ. Nothing serious, I'll say. I think we can do the battery change now before we've got this Air Canada Dreamliner going. So very quickly. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I'll be back in a second. Heavy aircraft rolling. is. Nice. Nice. So I just want to see what's heading out right now. Down at the button of runway 26 left, we've got the, oh, that's right, we've got the Air China 777 heading to Shenyang. So we'll be able to see that. And I think we've got an aircraft landing here. It's Air Canada Max inbound from Calgary. It's a bit of a ways out right now. That's our next arrival. But yeah, it'll be good to see this Air China. Oh, it's been busy. It's been really nice and busy. Just the way we like it. Fastest fingers in the West. Thank you, Phil Sellers, for the heads up on the 737 MAX from Calgary, which I'll bring the camera around to now. There we are. Oh, here's the BizJet. I think we've already seen it, this one. Yeah, so this one's doing a shuttle of some service. Sorry, I completely forgot about this. Completely forgot about it. Oh well. Yeah, my brain just doesn't work the way it used to. Let's see what else we've got on flight radar. It's temperate. Oh no, we got another lander from Seattle, SkyWest, coming. It's an Embraer 175, and it'll be landing momentarily. And Phil Sellers, thanks for the heads up, Phil, that we have an Air New Zealand 787 from Auckland, 6 minutes out. That'll be nice. That's a nice arrival for our Thursday show, definitely. Well, thank you, Terry. Terry says I'm doing a good job. Well, trying the best I can. And got a little bit of a downtime here while we're waiting for this Seattle inbound, the SkyWest Embraer. So thank you, Carl. Appreciate that. And Matt, I appreciate your kind words that you guys are enjoying the stream. I mean, I'm enjoying it. It's a really nice day. As I say, I'm under my umbrella, which is great. So I'm under shade. I've got my cold water with me. And my temperature is good. And water is nice and cold. What more can you ask for? It's very nice water. And I put ice cubes in the water. I filled the water container with ice, and then I filled it with water, so it's nice and cold. Thank you, Kevin. I'm very happy to be back. It's great to be here. And thank you, Paul. I'm glad you're enjoying my show. Lee, as well, thank you very much for your kind words. Well, exactly. Especially when the conditions are sweet, Matt. You're so right. Because often, not often, but in the winter months, I'm grappling with wind and blowing rain all over the camera, and we've had it all. So you guys know what I've sometimes have to try to manage as best I can when the conditions are not so nice. Okay, let's get this lander from Seattle.
New Zealand 24 Heavy, Vancouver Tower, number 2, 6-inch trail of a dash 8, clear to land, runway 26 right. Land 26 right, New Zealand 24. Down 3
You just heard the Air New Zealand cleared to land. Tower, that was the tower in Air New Zealand having a quick chat. Phil Sellers, thank you for the £2, Phil. I appreciate it. Great job. Nice to see it so busy. I agree. It's really nicely busy. So now we've got our Air New Zealand. Let's get the Air New Zealand landing.
Jet 653, same for you. Traffic's in the alleyway. Push back, so bypass line.
So look at these trucks. Trucks are running up and down here. It's kicking up sandstorms. So basically, we're just gonna. Yeah, the vision is obscured because we've got dust here. Just have to wait for it to pass, and I'll hold my breath. So this Air New Zealand operated 12 hours in the air, and from Auckland, New Zealand. Pretty long flight, 12 hours and 1 minute. Gate 66. Great action. We've had awesome action today. Non-stop pretty much the entire time. Well, except for 5 minutes where I was able to have a chat with you guys on the live chat, putting myself in front of the camera. But other than that, it's been non-stop, chock-a-block. Wow. That's it. Let's chalk this baby. This flight has arrived. Again, this was Air New Zealand Flight 24 from Auckland to Vancouver. It was 12 hours and 1 minute airtime. It's a hell of a long flight. That's a flight you want to be in business class on, I'd say. You're watching Airliners Live. This is the Vancouver show.
1868, request push from gate 73. 1868 ground push. Push our description, 1868.
Hope you guys are enjoying the show. I'm having a heck of a lot of fun. Oh, hang on. We got a takeoff on the other side. Flare. Blasting off.
653. You're waiting for crew there. It's still 80 something for you. Did they change your gate? Jet 653. Yeah, we're just waiting for. We just called stock. They're pushing the off of gate 83, and then they're done.
Okay.
Okay, I guess they changed the gate last minute and didn't tell me. I'm gonna push those guys back now, but if you could go back to the bypass line and wait for them, that'd be great. What if they push deep and then we can just stay here? Okay, try that. Awesome, thank you.
YVR is very accommodating. I'm impressed. Very accommodating.
Discretion. Company's waiting for your gate, so if you can push back deep there, I mean gate 86. They'd appreciate that. Okay, we'll push back deep.
Air traffic control is awesome here. Really, really good guys.
Thanks, guys. Canada 1058. If you need that tow to pull up a little bit to get by, I can ask them, so I can't tell if in your way or not. Yeah, it looks a little flat, so I can't verify that. Sure, 2903, can you pull up just a little bit so that Max can get by? Sure can. Is it possible for the Max in front of me to pull up a tiny bit? Because we need a tip off, it's pretty good. Aircat 213, can you pull up a little bit more, or if you're unable, over the north line, we have traffic backing up behind you. Yeah, we can move up here for Canada 213. Thank you.
Yeah, very accommodating ground chat here.
Course 3325, Vancouver Tower, clear to land runway 26 right.
We got Q400 setting up. Well, I'm glad that you guys are still hanging out with me here. We've still got 347 of you watching. Thank you very much. Lee Davies says, had not had tea yet. You must be hungry. What time is it? It's 9:45. Time to have some food, I'd say. Kev.
Short Juliet, when you have crew, we'll bring it back in. Okay, we'll do this one around North Line, Short Juliet, Air Canada 213.
Kevin says, or was it Kevin? Yeah, Kevin O'Dubahane says, I've been building a PC while watching. Good stuff. Good stuff.
Taxi Juliet, Hotel Delta Delta 7. Juliet Hotel Delta Delta 7, Canada Westjet.
We've got an Air Canada 330 powering up right now. You can hear the engines coming to life. So we'll wait for it right here, and then we can pounce. Thank you, Flux. Says, don't forget about the poor Twitch viewers. Okay, well, you guys on Twitch, thank you very much for joining. Thank you for the reminder, too. Let's get this Montreal departure. Air Canada 308 A330 service.
Our ground crew are trying to communicate with each other, but apparently they don't understand, so sorry about that. Yeah, we understand.
That's it.
Air Canada 239, pilot. Air Canada 239, Vancouver Tower, number 2, 6 Control, sign station, clear to land.
Great. Great climb profile on that Airbus. Well, then we've got a Toronto departure, another A330, right now, back to back. There it is, I hear it. I hear it. Yeah, so this is Air Canada 114 heading to Toronto.
Juliet Alpha, Juliet, and with that whole short name, affirmative. Whole short name, United States. Tango Hotel Yankee, come right back on the speed. Your traffic is now 5 mile final over in your 10 o'clock.
I can hear the aircraft rolling.
Tango Hotel Yankee, slowing down with the A320 input. At 239, traffic 2 o'clock, 5 miles southbound helicopter at 1500. They got you in sight. Okay, copy that. Air Canada,
there it is.
F344 ground, glad you got that sorted. Push back your discretion. Push our discretion, thanks, to Air Canada 344. Ground Air Canada 566, press back to Kilo. Canada 566, ground 1126, left hold for 2987, taxi to Cal. Juliet, hold shortly. Juliet Alpha, Juliet, shortly, 297, Air Canada 5.
Next stop, Toronto.
Tango Hotel Yankee, pass above and behind the landing Airbus, and then hold short of the approach, runway 26. Above and behind the Airbus, and hold short.
Okay, we got a BizJet land.
Jet 273, ILS 26 right. 273, tower number 2, traffic short, final, clear to land, runway 26 right. Clear to land 26 right, check number 2, Jet 273. Hold short hotel, contact ground 1217. Victor, short hotel, 217, accept that.
Okay, we got another lander here. I don't want to miss it for you guys. It's from Edmonton. It's an Air Canada A320, flight 239. There it is. No, I flubbed that. I was fiddling with settings on my camera. I'm sorry about that. All my bad.
Galaxy 688 Hotel Lima. Grab 26 left until the 287. Taxi Alpha. Charlie. And 239 taxi Victor. Short Hotel. Contact now. Victor Hotel. Put up that taxi. United 1868. Contact ground 1217.
Q400 on approach. Okay, let's get the Q400.
552 Vancouver Tower, Roger. Number 2, traffic short final. Clear to land, runway 26 right. Atlantis effect, Oscar 552. 3322, 26 left, altimeter 2987. Taxi code route Golf, Delta 7. Code route Golf, Delta 7.
Well, what can I say? Got a light aircraft landing here in front of us. There it is. What is it? A King Air or Beach 1900. Pacific Coastal Beech 1900D model. I mean C model. Without, that's the old version. Not many places you can get a passenger flight on a Beech 1900C, actually. They're pretty rare. Quite rare. Well, thank you very much, Jamin, telling us this. Jamin says the Saab 340 from Cranbrook is on approach. Okay, I see it. Thank you very much for that, Jamin. We'll get the Cranbrook approach and landing. There it is. If I can get it to focus. Yeah, I think it's focused. That always reminds me of a Hawker Siddeley 748. Or a Convair. Well, we've got a Westjet landing, and it's a Westjet 37 inbound from Calgary. It's the Westjet 113, and there's nothing else heavy or really exciting coming our way, so I think we'll probably end on that. So for those of you that are curious when the show's going to end, yeah, 25 minutes out for Lufthansa. The problem is there's nothing between then, so between now and then it's just pretty dead. So I think that I'll probably just end the show now. If it was a little bit busier, we could consider waiting, but the fact that it's a dead zone is the problem. This is a nice aircraft to end our show on, I think. New colors, Westjet. Could be worse, could have been a Q400.
ladies and gentlemen, I hope you all enjoyed the show. Oh boy, it was good. I enjoyed it. We were lucky. We had a good stretch of busy traffic, except for just a few minutes there. It went well. Comfortable. We had nice weather, and as I say, good traffic. Lots of heavy traffic. If it was not a dead zone for the next 25 minutes, I'd stick it out for Lufthansa, but it's just it's a stretch. So for that reason, I think I'm going to knock it on the head right now. But I do want to thank you all for your donations. Thank you so very much. We had a lot of generosity in the house today and today. Thank you so much for those of you that made donations. That's awesome. Appreciate your support. So I'll be back next week on Thursday, usual time, and we've got, of course, Airliners Live out of Manchester this coming Sunday. John Fezza's Flight Sim show day after, Monday night. So have a good one. Hope everybody is well. Hope the weather in the UK gets a bit nicer, and I'm looking forward to seeing everybody next Thursday, usual time. Thanks everybody. Thanks for watching. My name is Henry Tenby, and this has been Airliners Live, and I do appreciate all of your help and support. Bye for now. We'll see you next week, everybody. Bye-bye.